Hello, welcome to my channel WWE Pulse.
In this man's own words, Drew McIntyre is the Scottish warrior. And it is quite hard to argue with that, considering his rather large stature and the fact that he is indeed Scottish. But for me, Drew is more than just the Scottish warrior. Sure, he has that going for him. But if you peel back some of the layers, you will find someone who embodies the phrase, never give up. This guy is a true fighter who has overcome so many obstacles throughout his career and has come out the other side stronger than ever. And, honestly, it's hard not to love a guy who gives you the middle finger when he loses. You see, Drew McIntyre is a superstar who was once called the Chosen One by WWE. And if you know anything about pro wrestling, you know that that moniker didn't exactly work out too well for the previous superstar who carried that nickname. You see, the Chosen One is usually destined for greatness, or at least that's what the name implies. But in most cases, the Chosen One ends up dropping the ball and becoming a mid-carder, if not worse. That was almost the case for Drew McIntyre. After impressing WWE officials during a tryout match in 2007, Drew signed with the company and was sent to their developmental territory, Deep South Wrestling, where he would hone his craft under the watchful eyes of WWE legends Bill DeMott and The Godfather. After impressing at Deep South Wrestling, Drew was brought up to the main roster and aligned himself with the Legacy faction, where he would capture his first WWE Championship, the WWE Tag Team Championship alongside Cody Rhodes. Shortly after capturing the tag team titles, Drew would be drafted to Raw, where he would feud with John Cena and become the #1 contender for the WWE Championship. At the time, Cena was in the midst of his record-breaking 13th world title reign. It seemed like whoever he decided to give the title to next would be in for a big push. They wanted this new world champion to be the face of the company for years to come. So it came as no surprise when they chose Drew McIntyre as the man to end Cena. At the time, the plan was for Drew to win the title at Survivor Series 2009.
Excellent.
But due to an injury, this plan would have to change. Even though Drew was injured, WWE still pushed him heavily, even having him attack Cena the night after Survivor Series to set up their match at TLC, which would be a tables, ladders, and chairs match. Even with all of the hype, Cena would defeat Drew at TLC to retain the WWE Championship, and this would be the beginning of the end for Drew's first run in WWE. Over the next few months, Drew would have a few opportunities to win the title, but he would fail to capitalize on these opportunities. As the year 2010 came around, WWE would drop the ball on Drew, and he would be sent back down to developmental. Now, some people may look at this as a failure, but for Drew, this would actually be the best thing for his career. You see, pro wrestling isn't always sunshine and rainbows, and sometimes you have to take time away from the business to clear your mind and get better as a performer. In Drew's case, he would head back home to Scotland and reinvent himself. And when he returned to WWE, it was very clear that he had improved drastically. During his second run, Drew would adopt the new gimmick, the Scottish Warrior, and become known for his powerhouse moves such as the Future Shock and the Claymore. It wasn't long before Drew found himself in the main event scene once again. In the Royal Rumble match, Drew would make his presence known early by being one of the first 3 men to enter the match. Drew would go on to dominate this match, eliminating 5 men along the way. At one point, it looked like Drew was going to eliminate Brock Lesnar, but Lesnar would reverse the momentum and eliminate Drew. However, despite losing the Royal Rumble match, Drew had made a name for himself once again. It was clear to everyone that Drew was a fan favorite, and WWE knew they had to do something with him. A few weeks after the Royal Rumble, Drew would get his opportunity to win the WWE Championship. At Fastlane, Drew would defeat Bobby Lashley and Miz in a fatal four-way match to become the #1 contender for the WWE Championship. At WrestleMania 36, Drew would finally get his one-on-one opportunity to win the WWE Championship. The match was a lot back and forth, but in the end, it was Drew who would prevail and win his first WWE Championship. The crazy thing about this win was that it happened in an empty arena due to the COVID-19 pandemic. And although there were no fans in attendance, I can assure you that Drew heard every single person in the world erupt in excitement when he won the title. Now, if you thought that winning the WWE Championship in an empty arena would be a letdown, then you are sorely mistaken, because Drew made sure that this moment was extra special for him. After the match, Drew cut a promo in the ring that showed how much this moment meant to him. To say that Drew was emotional would be a horrific understatement. And it was truly amazing to see someone who had been through so much finally get their moment in the spotlight. But Drew's journey to the top does end there, because things would only get better for him over the next couple of months. At the Horror Show, at Extreme Rules, Drew would successfully defend his title against a returning Randy Orton. At SummerSlam, Drew would defeat former UFC champion and current Universal champion Finn Balor. And at the Royal Rumble, Drew would defend his title against AJ Styles, and surprisingly enough, it would be AJ Styles who would walk out victorious. Although AJ Styles would win the match, there was nothing controversial about this victory, as both men put on a clinic and the result could have gone either way. And while AJ Styles is a phenomenal wrestler and arguably one of the greatest of all time, I think it is safe to say that WWE made the right decision by taking the title off of him and placing it on Big E. Now, you might be asking yourself, how could I say that AJ Styles lost the title, but also say that it was the right decision? Well, here's the thing. AJ Styles didn't lose the title clean. Instead, the New Day interfered in the match and cost AJ the victory. This allowed WWE to write off the loss for AJ and continue to push him as one of the top heels in the company. On the other hand, they dropped the ball on Big E, who would go on to lose the title to Lesnar less than a month later. Even though Drew only held the WWE Championship for about 9 months, he made a lasting impact on the company. During his run, he proved that he could hang with some of the biggest names in the industry and come out on top. He also showed that he could carry the company if given the opportunity. If WWE had more faith in Drew, maybe he would still be the WWE champion today. But regardless of what could have been, I am happy with how Drew's career has turned out. Wow. He has accomplished everything that he set out to accomplish, and then some. When Drew first started out, his goal was simply to become a pro wrestler. He never expected to become a world champion or main event wrestler, but with hard work and determination, he achieved all of those things and more. Drew is truly an inspiration to anyone who wants to follow their dreams. He proves that no matter where you start out or what obstacles you face, if you work hard enough, you can achieve anything. So thank you, Drew McIntyre, for showing us that it is possible to achieve our dreams. Thank you for being a role model to aspiring wrestlers, and most importantly, thank you for being the Scottish warrior. We love you. Oh, even if we can't always cheer for you. Your dedication to your craft is evident in everything you do. And we are lucky to have you in the WWE. Keep doing what you're doing, Drew. And remember, no matter what obstacles you face, never give up. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and subscribe for more content. And as always, thank you for watching. And remember, stay humble and keep grinding because life is a gamble. And you got to roll the dice if you won. Now in the game.
Okay guys, thank you for watching my videos.